Hey friends, welcome back and thanks for joining me for another D&D drawing session. You might notice that things are looking a little bit different here. I've been moving my recording setup to my desktop so that I can make higher quality videos, but that also made it necessary to switch drawing programs. For the last couple of months, I've been practicing and getting comfortable with Clip Studio Paint. I do like it so far. It has a lot of depth to it, so I'm still figuring out what I like in terms of brushes and other tools, but for the most part it seems like a really great program and I'm excited to learn more. I do use Paint Tool Sci on my laptop when I'm drawing sometimes, but my desktop computer is a Mac and Clip Studio Paint works on both of my devices, so that versatility I think is really going to work well for me in the long run, so I'm making the switch. I'm still working out a few of the bugs and trying out some different screen recording options, so hopefully you can bear with me while I get everything settled. I'm also hoping that the audio is a little bit better for you guys today. This is actually my second time recording it. Hopefully it's good and we can just relax, listen to my voice and some nice themed music while I draw an NPC from our current campaign. Today I'm going to chat a bit about the D&D campaign that I'm in, so it seemed fitting to draw the first NPC that we met on our adventure. This is Sir Huxley Swiftbolt. He's a gnome cleric and artificer, and also the spy master of Neverwinter. He can be seen traveling the city and the Sword Coast in a well-armed, enchanted horseless cart, and he's pretty well known in the area for being an eccentric. We first met Huxley when half of our party was hired as mercenaries to travel with him, and the other half of us hired the cart to drop us off in Fandalen as he passed through there. We started out with a group of 5 players and have slowly worked our way up to 7. We did a few episodes where we had guests, and a few of them wanted to join the campaign full-time, and we've especially been able to make that work playing remotely due to COVID-19 restrictions, but it's a good time and it's always nice to have more people involved, so we're making it work. Our DM originally ran Lost Mines of Phandelver for us with a few small changes to fit that module into the larger world of our eventual campaign. A lot of us are first-time players and a couple of us had run through the module before, but I think there's a lot of different ways that that particular setting can end up depending on the choices that you make, so I think everybody still had a pretty fun new experience as a group. For the most part, blending the World of our full campaign in with Lost Mines worked pretty seamlessly, although there was one minor incident where our cleric got possessed by a demi-lick at level 3. That was a really interesting challenge for the group, and it ended up tying into the end of the campaign, which I'm not going to spoil because it is a really good starter campaign, but suffice to say that we were able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and we got our lovely cleric Vladimir unpossessed, which was a big relief for all of us. Because Huxley was our ride to Fandalen, we actually ended up asking him to come with us on several different trips that you take as a part of delving into the Lost Mines. It turns out that our DM had not anticipated that we were going to take Huxley with us, which ended up being a little bit stressful for him once or twice when we accidentally got ambushed and Huxley got shot by bandits and we had to jump in and get him a potion to make sure that he didn't end up dying. It was actually Huxley who helped kick off our transition from Lost Mines and into our fully homebrewed campaign. At the final festival celebration of Lost Mines, he overserved both himself and our ranger on some recreational herbs and basically went missing. After that, we had to track him down in Neverwinter. Rather than finding him hungover, though, we discovered that he'd realized a bunch of strange necromantic incidents were taking place around the city and started to investigate. While he was looking for information, he got captured and buried alive by skeleton priests in the city graveyard. The race to find out what had happened to him and make it in time to save him was really intense and stressful, but we were able to make it to the graveyard in time to stop what was going on and get Huxley back to the castle safe and sound. These days we usually see Huxley in his workshop at Neverwinter Castle. He's actually working with 3 of the small Modrons that we brought back from the high-tech ruin beneath the city of Neverwinter. That's something we'll talk about hopefully in a future episode. He's assisting our group with building a power armor that can withstand a large amount of magical energy to contain a very old and very powerful artifact that uses soul magic to create energy blasts. Huxley's pretty well known for tinkering with stuff, so it's been really great to have his help on that, and I think everyone in our group is really curious to see how the armor is going to work and how it'll play into some of the larger fights that are going to take place in the future of our campaign. Even though our DM did chide us for taking Huxley all over Fandalen, we actually still might ask Huxley to come with us on the next part of our adventure. We're going to be headed north in order to find and hunt down a white dragon. We're essentially looking to use its breath weapon to purify some crystals so that we can soul trap both the lick that possessed our cleric in the first arc of the campaign and the hell god that he's been working with in order to stir up trouble and perform different acts of necromancy in the city of Neverwinter. As a group, we've never actually fought something as big as a dragon before, so I think we're all a little nervous but also really excited. We've been playing this campaign for about a year and a half now, so we're probably about due for a really big boss fight, and I'm really excited to see what everyone's big spells look like. It should be a good time. that we're coming to the end of the speed paint, I just wanted to thank you for sticking with me this far. I'm really excited to be chatting a little bit more about our campaign, and I'm looking forward to doing so in future episodes, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Huxley too. If you want to keep up with the other campaign drawings and stories that I'm doing, I post artwork and world building stuff over on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Modron Collider on both of those platforms. And you can also subscribe below to get notified about future videos. We're currently working on a bi-weekly schedule. I usually publish on Fridays. I'm hoping that this is going to go up on Friday evening, but it might go up on Saturday, depending on how the second recording goes. So thank you guys so much for being patient with me while I figure out how this whole thing is going to work. I hope that you're having a good day and that you're looking forward to a wonderful holiday season. And I will see you guys for a new video after the holidays. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.